Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about how interactive book reading can help preschool children with language impairments improve their language and learning skills. This presentation is based on a study that looked at how teachers and speech language pathologists can use nonfiction picture books to help young children learn. What is interactive book reading? The main idea behind interactive book reading is pretty simple. Instead of a teacher or parent just reading a book from beginning to end, they get the child involved in the reading process. One way to do this is by using nonfiction picture books that teach children real information about topics like plants, animals, and science. While reading, adults can stop and ask questions, introduce new vocabulary words, and encourage children to talk about what they see and what they are learning. This makes reading much more interactive and gives children more opportunities to practice their language skills. Learning sequence words. One important part of this study focused on sequence text structure. Basically, this means helping children understand the order in which things happen. The children practice sequence words such as first, next, then, and last. For example, when learning about how a plant grows, a child might say, first you plant a seed, next the seed begins to sprout, then the plant grows. Finally, the plant produces a flower. Learning these words can help children better organize information and explain events in the correct order. What did the study do? The study included 6 preschool children who had language impairments. The intervention lasted for 8 weeks. During that time, teachers and speech language pathologists worked with children in small groups. They read nonfiction picture books 3 times each week. During the reading sessions, the adults asked questions and helped the children learn sequence words, new vocabulary, and science concepts, especially information about plants and how they grow. Learning beyond the book. Another important part of the study was that learning did not stop when the book was finished. The children participated in hands on activities that connected to what they had just read. They used picture cards and graphic organizers to put information in the correct order. They also acted out different parts of the plant growing process. These activities gave the children another way to practice what they learned and helped make the information more meaningful and easier to understand. Recommendations for educators. There are several ways educators can use this information in the classroom. First, teachers can include more nonfiction picture books during classroom read alouds. While reading, teachers should stop and ask questions instead of simply reading the entire book without discussion. For example, they could ask students what happens next or why they think something happened. Second, teachers can use hands on activities after reading. After reading a book about plants, for example, students could put pictures of plant growth in the correct order or actually plant a seed. By connecting reading, talking, and hands on learning, teachers can give students multiple ways to understand and remember new information. For parents, they can use these strategies at home as well. One way to read nonfiction books with their child and talk about the pictures and information in the book. Parents can stop and ask simple questions and encourage their child to explain what they have learned. Parents can also practice sequence words during normal daily activities. For example, while getting dressed, brushing teeth, or making a sandwich, parents can ask about what happens first, next, then, and last. These simple activities give children opportunities to practice important language skills without feeling it is like schoolwork. The results. Overall, the results of the study were encouraging. After the 8 week intervention, the child showed significant improvement in their understanding of sequence words, academic vocabulary, and science knowledge. The educators in the study also increased their use of strategies such as asking questions and helping children develop their answers. The biggest thing I took away from this article is that reading with children can be much more than simply reading the words on the page. When teachers and parents ask questions introduce new vocabulary, and connect books to hands-on activities. They can help children strengthen their language, comprehension, and overall knowledge. Thank you for listening.